Good evening, everyone. My name is Latchman Dindyal. I originate from the island of Guyana. Attended the island primary school, primary and secondary school. And after finishing the secondary education in 2013, I always have an interest in environmental works and ethics and so forth. I enrolled in the environmental science course in a degree there. And I'm still working on that currently. The topic tonight is sugar law. The first question that arises from that, which I'll start, is that if this country has benefits enough from sugar, or is it going to benefit in the future? And I will prolong the 10 minutes speaking about that, the benefits and so forth about sugar. If it's true that hard work breeds success, then all sugar workers should be well off today. Isn't that true? Because from all those back-breaking extra work and so forth, they should be well off. However, it's the other way around, where these sugar workers do fetch cane and cut cane and fetch it on the head, which is still remnants of slavery. And that is unacceptable in today's society with all this technology and mechanization and so forth. And the politicians endure and they enjoy that good living of the hard work of these sugar workers, right? Well, and the people who, I want to tell you the people who claim to have the solution for sugar workers in this country, I want to tell you how they haven't done anything much to empower and educate the sugar workers of this country and continue to abuse these sugar workers, okay? There isn't anywhere in the world today presently where sugar is cultivated that anybody harvests and put the cane on their head. And they go to back down where on bicycles to cut these canes, just like the grandparents did and the parents did and work on these hot suns. And come back to the same 2x2 house lots which the parents lived and haven't improved that. So my work that I do in society is that the number one thing probably you have to do with the sugar workers is that you have to educate them of the possible. Education is the key to success, not hard work. Hard work is like a game or a smoke screen. And I've spoken to the Deputy Chancellor about organizing this social group to go around in communities and educate people. Because sugar, I see sugar won't be benefiting this country in the future. We have to reduce the planting of sugar and add other crops that are marketable and suitable in these climates, like cocoa. Cocoa is high demand in United Nations for the chocolate, making chocolates and other things. And a report came out in 1996, I think, I'm not sure, by United Nations, where they said that they told the government at the time that they won't treat sugarcane as a preferential commodity. And upon hearing that government then had enough time to transfer this industry into more reliable and viable, to other crops. However, they didn't do that. And since this country is a democratic country, which simply means power by the people, of the people, with the people, we have the right and the power to go out and put these people, the politicians, to their feet to the fire. Let them do the work, because they haven't done anything much to get the sugar industry going. And someone says it's part is degrading, right? So, and any economy to date would be able to calculate the demand for sugar, our sugar especially, on the European markets, right? And okay. Well, As we saw our neighbors, Brazil, how they have mechanized and upgraded their sugar industry with all these machines going into the fields and cut the canes and so forth. And we, as Guyana, being well, the former President Barja here, who was part of UNICEF, and I can recall looking at UNICEF in 2010, the summit, I can't remember which country it held in, where Lula, the president of Brazil at the time, Lula Inácio da Silva, progressive government, offered an opportunity for us to cooperate and use their exports to bring them to Guyana and try to transform the industry. And I didn't know what came out after that. We have to follow up on that. And well, one of my solution towards sugar in this country, if it is to survive on a small scale, is to the reestablishing of the agricultural bank, because the present government spoke about involving youths and encouraging people to create jobs. That's number one thing. It spoke about creation of jobs. You can't just speak about it in theory and not encouraging the people to come out and just encourage them. And we know to encourage people in this country, financial crisis, so is money. You have to give them small amount of loans and interest to pay back. Like I would say, like 4 to 6 interest, so that they can go into not only sugar, other crops and fields, or if the government could do it on a large scale, find the markets. Like for example, Evo Morales, the Bolivian president, said that he wants to create a South group in South America and build more strong, something different from UNICEF, and have our products sell right in the South American South group. I don't, well, let me not expand because I don't want to get too. Also, the group that I'm a part of is that we are, well, the group name, we're rapping with rice. Okay. Rapping with rice, that's with rice. Yeah, rice. Yeah, rice. And one of our main goals is constitutional reform, where especially on the parts of policies directed to agriculture, right? We have to make more strong policies and a more powerful progressive one, because those that are there aren't, well, striving for this country. And someone also said about competent board of directors and people in the system to work also. That's where we are working towards it, but we aren't getting anywhere because of the crisis of this country currently. Well, also I spoke about those who commit wrongdoing by living happily and enjoying of the hard works of people. We have to put their feet to the fire, because if we don't do that, we will still be here next year, speaking about the same thing. I've looked at this is the 13 tasks, and they've talked about different topics and so forth. We have just not only talk, we have to go out and act. Act is the number one thing. We would always talk. Talk is easy. I am involved in action, and our group is doing that. However, we just one group can't do that. We here have to go out and put these people to test, judge them, because if we don't know, they're going to continue to keep this country down. Because as the PT also said that in a country like this, with all these resources and lands and so forth, it's 700,000, 800,000 people, and half of them is living in poverty. Why? We have gained independence 52 years now, and we haven't moved from this colonial days slavery thing. People still work very hard. I come from a very hard-working family, and honestly, my parents are still living in poverty, and I'm struggling to complete the future. Okay, well, I wanted to say 2 more things, but times. Thank you.